Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.
Trambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanan mrutyurmukshiyamamrutat.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.
Good morning. The first prayer, you please repeat after me. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityo ma mrutangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti. How are you all doing? Keeping well? Online students, camera shows me to you, but it doesn't show you to me. Fine. So today we shall learn something about competition, what Swamiji has got to say on competition. Please see page number 79, the third quote in the page. The first sentence, first line of the third quote. Competition rouses envy and it kills the kindliness of the heart. One statement. Competition rouses envy and it kills the kindliness of the heart. That means Swamiji wants to say that competition is no good. Oh, Swamiji, competition only brings excellence from people. You may say, right? But the other side of it, Swamiji is saying. So all the stress, the anxiety that we experience in today's world is because we have to compete with our fellow human beings. So much so that in some fields, to become successful, you need to display that killer instinct. Have you heard the word killer instinct? Particularly like sports, if you really want to win, you must display that killer instinct. Then only you will win. The situations will come like that. But Swamiji is saying that it's okay to bring, excellence from people, but it makes you a hard-hearted human being. You won't be able to love your fellow human beings because I have to compete with you. You are my enemy kind of man, right? How can I love you? So when you are my competitor, is it possible? Class ఉంది, క్లాస్లో 50 మంది పిల్లలు అందరూ ఫస్ట్ రావాలని పోటీ పడుతున్నారు. Then every individual sees the other 49 students as their competitors. Then how it is possible to love them, to embrace them? You are my competitor. Okay? Because of you, my struggle has become so intense. That's why, as Swamiji points out, competition is not necessary. And all the great people who are very soft, very kind, very tender-hearted, they don't enter into competition because they feel the pain of it, to compete with their fellow human beings, to displace them, to dislodge them. It won't be to their liking. For example, if you just see great people in history like Buddha, Mahatma Gandhi, did they compete with their fellow human beings? వాడు పోటీ పడ్డారు ఎవరితో అన్నా? పోటీ పడలేదు కదా. బట్ వీ కన్సిడర్ దెమ్ as మహాత్మాస్. హౌ దే బికేమ్ గ్రేట్? You just see, we read too much into this Darwin's theory of evolution. Darwin's theory of evolution చదివారు కదా అంత మనం, గుర్తుందా? 10th క్లాస్లో లామార్క్ థియరీ, డార్విన్ థియరీ. दिमाग में है कुछ चले गया है, right? Darwin's theory, Lamarck's theory of evolution, Parinama Siddhantam. See, Darwin said that from amoeba, the single-celled animal, then multi-celled, then tissues, complex, more complex. Life forms have evolved. The most complex life form on the earth is human being. We are on the top of the pyramid in terms of complexity and in terms of our cerebral capacity, intelligence. No other animal has as much intelligence as we have as human beings. So, సరే అమీబా నుంచి ఇక్కడ వరకు వచ్చింది. సో ఫ్రమ్ అమీబా అప్ టు హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్ ద ఎవల్యూషన్ హ్యాస్ హ్యాపెండ్. దిస్ ఈజ్ ఆర్గానిక్ ఎవల్యూషన్. Organic evolution means the evolution of the body and the cerebral things. But hereafter, what next? That he has not figured it out. So he just left it out there. That means human species will evolve into some other species after a few million years. అంటే ఈ మనిషి నుంచి ఇంకో కొత్త జంతువు పుడుతుందా ఇంకో కొన్ని మిలియన్ సంవత్సరాల తర్వాత? నువ్వు డార్విన్ సిద్ధాంతాన్ని పట్టుకుంటే అట్లనే చెప్పాలి. But our rishis have figured out and they have said that no, organic evolution has stopped, has ceased with human being. And there is no further organic evolution. Not that this species will evolve into some other species after a few million years. It won't happen because it need not happen. Evolution has capped, is over. Organic evolution is over. Hereafter, it is intellectual and spiritual evolution. No organic evolution. Not that మనం ఇంకొక కొత్త జంతువు తయారవుతుంది ఈ జంతువు నుంచి. Hereafter, it is intellectual and spiritual evolution. Okay? Because vast number of people have not figured this out. And that's why they are competing with fellow human beings, and their idea of achieving success in life is only material success. Having more money, more wealth, more properties, more physical things. But if you just see all the great people, whether Vivekananda, Buddha, Shankara, all the prophets, messengers, they never actually competed with other people because they invested their time and energy to cultivate the intellect and the spirit. They turned inward, they meditated, and they attained enlightenment and they become perfect. That's the reason we respect them, we revere them, we worship them, we build temples for them. So hereafter, it is intellectual. Basic necessities of life are satisfied. Roti, kapda, makan ho gaya. Baad mein kya karna? Dimag. You have to sharpen your intellect. And then you have to expand your heart. Then that is intellectual and spiritual evolution. That's how actually you will attain fulfillment. So as we have not figured this out, and I have money, but I don't know what to do with the money that I have now, but I want to have more. Why? The money that I have already acquired, I won't be able to utilize on myself. I won't be able to enjoy. I won't be able to exhaust that. But still I want more. So people, they don't know what else to do. ఏం చేయాలో తెలియదు కాబట్టి నాకు 100 కోట్లు ఉన్నా కూడా నేను ఇంకో 1000 కోట్లు 500 కోట్లు ఏం చేసుకుంటావు? ఈ 100 కోట్లు ఖర్చు పెట్టుకోలేవు కదా, 2 తరాలు కూడా సరిపోతాయి కదా. దిస్ ఈజ్ హౌ యాక్చువల్లీ ఇట్ ఈస్ హ్యాపెనింగ్. So because I don't know what next to do, what is the next step in evolution, okay, I keep competing with my fellow human beings and keep displaying them. But rather, if I practice little charity and if I help others, to come up in life, that helps me to nourish my spirit. That helps me in my spiritual evolution, my spiritual progress. That people have not understood. The spiritual progress అనేటువంటిది, ఇంటెలెక్చువల్ ఎవల్యూషన్ అనేటువంటిది చాలా ముఖ్యం. ఏది మనిషి దాకా పుట్టి నాకు ఇక్కడ దాకా వచ్చి నాకు ఎవల్యూషన్. బికాజ్ ఐ హ్యావ్ నాట్ ఫిగర్డ్ అవుట్ ద నెక్స్ట్ స్టెప్ ఇన్ ఎవల్యూషన్, ఆల్ దిస్ కాంపిటీషన్, స్ట్రగల్, స్ట్రెస్, ఇన్సెక్యూరిటీ, రైట్, అభద్రతాభావం ఇంతకుముందు ఎప్పుడు లేదు. So our education system doesn't help us to understand all these points. That's of course one defect. Forget about this. At least values. Education ద్వారా మనకు రావాల్సిన skills and values. As I've already told you, unfortunately in our country, we need to change this educational ecosystem very fast. If we don't change actually, the students, particularly children who are studying in schools today, they also, after, when they come out of their colleges, will remain unemployed. వాళ్ళకి మాత్రం స్కిల్స్ ఇవ్వకపోతే, విలువలు ఇవ్వకపోతే, అట్లీస్ట్ స్కిల్స్ మర్చిపోండి, సరే నైపుణ్యాలు దొరకలేదు, కనీసం విలువలు ఇచ్చి ఉన్నా కూడా లాస్ట్ 2-3 జనరేషన్స్ ఎవరైతే ఎడ్యుకేషన్ సిస్టమ్ నుంచి బయటకు వచ్చారో, ఇండియా వుడ్ హ్యావ్ బీన్ ఎ డిఫరెంట్ ఇండియా టుడే. దిస్ మచ్ ఆఫ్ కరప్షన్ వుడ్ నాట్ హ్యావ్ బీన్ దే. 60 to 70 lakh crores is the quantum of corruption that is there in this country. One of the most corrupt countries in the world, with this much of spiritual wisdom, with these many values. Why? What is corruption? It's exploitation of fellow human being. Because of that, the economic inequalities, ఆర్థిక అసమానతలు అనేటువంటి బాగా పెరిగిపోతున్నాయి సమాజంలో, బికాస్ ఆఫ్ కరప్షన్ అండ్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ల్యాక్ ఆఫ్ వాల్యూస్. సో దీస్ టూ ఆర్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఇన్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్. వన్ ఈజ్ స్కిల్ అండ్ అనదర్ ఈజ్ values. So now see, education ecosystem మార్చాలంటున్నాను. ఎవరు మార్చాలి? Who has to change? The stakeholders have to change. Government can only give policy guidelines, but you have to change. Your thinking has to change. Of course, few people are coming forward today. They're establishing schools, but parents are not that enthusiastic to join their child there. Okay, where they are experimenting with all imparting skills, not a formal education. This conventional education system has failed for sure. మన ఏదైతే ఎక్స్పెక్టేషన్స్ ఉన్నాయో ఎడ్యుకేషన్ మీద అవన్నీ ఫుల్ఫిల్ చేయలేకపోయింది. వీ నీడ్ టు చేంజ్ ది ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఎకోసిస్టమ్. ఓకే, ద సూనర్ ద బెటర్ ఫర్ ద కంట్రీ. ఎలా మార్చాలి, ఏం కావాలి? ఐఎమ్ ఓన్లీ గివింగ్ యూ ఫ్యూ క్లూస్ టు యూ. యూ థింక్, యూ డెలిబరేట్ ఆన్ ఇట్, యూ డిస్కస్ ఆన్ ఇట్, అండ్ యూ కమ్ అప్ విత్ సమ్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ సొల్యూషన్. ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ, నైస్ డే.